Okay, so hey everybody. I know y'all are going, what took her so long? Where is she at? So I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm live. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this to let y'all know that I'm live. And then we're gonna talk and we're gonna do this a little differently. So I'm just gonna let everybody get in. We're gonna have hey, welcome to Sunday. Oh my god, my nose is dying. And so I'm going to try to do this a little differently. Hey, D'Angelo. So I'm going to do this kind of podcast style on here for Sunday night. And what I'm going to do is talk about the content first. That way, if anybody watches it, because I've been told that I'm a little too chatty. So you all chat and I'll be like posting up things as I see cool things in the chat. But I'm going to go through the content and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to talk a lot. So you all know how I do it. So for the people who are here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody. So this is how I'm doing it on here. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to add in TikTok today, but I think I'm not because I'm trying to do something different. After I'm used to doing this like this, then I will put both, I'll stream to both platforms because that's how I do. So anyway, welcome to Sunday Night Live, as opposed to us doing the Sunday night premieres where we chat live. So this is going to be podcast style, like I said. So let me just get into the content and then we'll chat afterwards. All right. So let me just start off by saying that first off, my hair is herring today. It's still looking kind of good from yesterday. So I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing with the hair. Okay, so I'm doing the hair thing. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm being monetized right now. Let me handle this business for a second if I can see if I can do this right quick. Y'all don't understand how this works on this platform, but we got to make sure we getting paid at all times. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, can I get into it? Can I even see it right now? I can't. So anyway, see, this is what will happen. I will put up things that I see that make sense to me right now. And my hair looking good is okay. So we're going to be talking about fruity perfumes. It is summertime. Everybody is talking about, summer fragrances. It's the thing. This is the time of year we got to talk about summer fragrances. So I was trying to figure out how to approach the content. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we can get repetitious on here on the platform, right? It's just what it is. And so it can be off-putting, especially for somebody like me who like, okay, am I doing everything like everybody else? Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just it's hard to stay motivated to create content when it's just like rinse and repeat, right? And that's what happens. If you notice, everybody does their summer list, everybody does their fruity florals, and yeah. Okay, and that is hence why people buy so much. Let me just put that out there. People are buying so much because it makes it easier to have interesting content if you are purchasing a lot. And now you are seeing the people are going, oh my God, I've been purchasing too much because get this, so many people, and you can see this, are jumping and trying to be popular. And with popularity, you're buying all these fragrances or trying to stay on top of the most popular fragrances, especially in the, fragrance community as the women get into it. We are really becoming driven by the being part of the hype train or having the most popular fragrances and things like that. So with it, you are seeing burnout quickly, and you are also seeing the same things over and over again, which is like everybody's talking about what's so popular. And I think part of it is because so many people, and y'all could answer, you could tell me if I'm not right or whatever. I think a lot of it has to do with so many of us as creators are watching other people's videos, and you're watching to see what everybody's talking about and getting their reviews on it before you decide to get it or feel like it's worth getting. I don't quite understand that, but that's the truth of it. So there we have it. So I want to say hello to everybody who's here. Let me give a quick shout out to everybody who's here as I do this podcast style, and then we'll go deep into chat. So I see, of course, D'Angelo's here. I'm going, Kelly's here, Love Jones, Birdie, Chantel, Courtney. Who else do I see? Drea. Okay, so I think that's the issue, is that most people are, because if you look in most, not in mine, but if you look at comments, a lot of comments are coming from other creators, right? And it's like everybody's trying to see what everyone's talking about or what's popular, when in actuality, it then makes it where you're doing kind of the same content. So as I was going through my fragrances, I said, okay, I am into fruity fragrances right now. How am I going to approach it and talk about it and make it a little bit different? So as opposed to just pulling out all, because at first I was going to pull out all of my fragrances with different notes, right? And I said, no, let's not do that. Let's just pull out some that are a little different, a little unique. And I didn't go by any price point. So from affordable to niche, we're going to talk about those fragrances. And so there is my long ass winded intro to say how I came up with these. So I started looking through things I have, and I said, okay, so what do I have that's interesting that, is not being necessarily talked about right now, but is a good fragrance. So here we have it. So let me get y'all this content. Let me get y'all the content. So the first one I'm going to go with is this one. Now, I'm going to say this, and I said this in a video. This is one of those fragrances that was popular for a while, but now it isn't popular. And I think one of the reasons why it isn't popular is because it's just like, no shade, but it seems like everyone, especially us females, so many female reviewers, they're reviewers. I'm conversationalist. Are if they're not talking about Middle Easterns, and if they're talking about, a lot of them talking about Middle Easterns, are talking about them because they are popular right now. Let me just say that. So a lot of people, like some people, just buy Middle Easterns and talk about them, or you have the ones who are buying them now because they're super popular. So I didn't put in any Middle Easterns. I will do some of those, but this was popular when it was kind of okay to really talk about affordable fragrances, and they were still celebrated in the female fragcom, if you want to say it like that. Because right now, everybody's let's just be honest, it's all about the niche. It really is. It's some designers, but not a lot of them. And if they're talking about a designer, it has to be something that's kind of like, popular designer. And yet, it's got to be a newer, it just ain't the old shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the old stuff. So that's the thing. Now I'm terrible at this whole podcast vibe because I just talk and talk and talk. So this one is Korloff Gold. So I'm saying this because this is Korloff Gold, right? And this was popular for a minute. I ain't heard nobody say anything about it in about over a year. Last summer, it wasn't popular. It was popular, I think, I want to say in 2020, maybe 2021. This was one of the popular summer fragrances because it has a strawberry note. And, it has one of those very prominent strawberry notes. And so, everybody, we love strawberry in the summertime. So I wanted to remind people that Korloff Gold is a nice fragrance. It also has this, it does get sweet, and then it's musky, slightly powdery as it dries down. So, I'm sorry, yeah, it's still here. So I'm just putting this out here. Korloff Gold, if you like strawberry. Now, it's not like Yara, where Yara is a milky strawberry, where it's, kind of lactonic, like a strawberry milkshake. This is more a strawberry. Just that, a strawberry. It's not. So that's Korloff Gold. All right, next up. I'm gonna go with this one because I'm just gonna rip the bandage off of this one because this one is semi popular, but people are kind of talking about it. And this is Empathy by the House of Oud. It's kind of popular this year, right? But what this is now, real talk, we know I wanted it for this. This right here is gorgeous. I mean, come on now. You can get more. This is pink. This is pink and girly, y'all. I should do a Pink Friday short. Talk about pink bottles. The pinker, the better. But this is a fruity. This is berries. This is like raspberries, but it's not a super tart raspberry. It is a kind of fresh, juicy raspberry. Like if you get like if you get it and out, when you buy some raspberries. So it's got that raspberryness to it, right? And then it has this juicy raspberry and it's got a little sweetness to it. And it also has and as it dries down, it gets a little musky, a little powdery. It's just a really pretty, girly fragrance. I could actually see a man wearing it. He had to be real secure though. I'm just saying for this one. So this is Empathy by the House of Oud. All right, let's talk about so now we have this right here, and then let's talk peach. Loving peach this year, and I don't normally wear peach a lot because sometimes peach can go bad on my skin, right? So for that, we have the first one is Dolce & Gabbana, The One Essence. This is inexpensive to find, and it has a burst of peach when you first put it on. Oh, baby. It is a burst of peach to the point that sometimes let me tell you this, do not spray this like close up here because it goes straight up my nose and will make me sneeze, right? Right? It will make me sneeze, but it has a really, really good summery burst of peach. So if you like that peachiness and you're looking for a really good peachy vibe, this is a really inexpensive. It's usually under $50. Usually I can find it on Fragrance Net. But stuff be selling out now. And y'all hear me talking about it. So let's just say it. But yeah, the One Essence. This is the one you want, the One Essence. And it's the peach. And the peach is just gorgeous and juicy. And just like you bit into a peach, that is what you're looking at in this. As it dries down, it has a little woodiness, but not too woody. Just really, just a really good peachy vibe. All right. Now, this the piece that got me this year. This is the one that was sent to me for my birthday. This is Anjali's Jaya. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. If you, ooh, ooh, oh my goodness. This is just a really stunning peachy rose. It is a stunning peachy rose. It will make you feel like, oh my goodness. And it's got a really, the peach is really light and it's a light one. Like Essence is a little deeper, but this one is very light on. It's kind of got a lightness on it, and then it's got the rose, so it's a peachy rose. So if you like that vibe, ooh yes, this is just gorgeous. And honey, I could wear this almost every day. And yes, it does get the compliments because I have been wearing her. So that is Anjali's Jaya. All right. Next up on the uniqueness is Fleur de la Passion by Fragonard. This is a passion fruit vibe. I was looking for some passion fruit, and I stumbled upon this. Now, this is an EDT, so for you people who do the whole, does it last forever? It absolutely does not. Now, you can only pretty much find Fragonard on Amazon. No lies here spoken. This is pretty much where I can only find Fragonard there. But this is a kind of like, if you know anything about passion fruit, there's a tartness to it, but then this has a sweetness too. So it's not too tart like passion fruit can be. So it's a little tart, you know, it's a little tartness, but it's still got a little sweetness to it. It's really one of those things that I bought just to like layer with things. So this goes really well with Bahamas and passion fruit, banana flower and passion fruit, whatever that is, by Victoria, what is it? Bath and Body Works. So this is so Fragonard. There's a few more I want from them, but I just got this one so far for now. But this is Fleur de la Passion by Fragonard. Passion fruit. Okay, on to the next one. Now let's go with this one. This one is Al Rayhan by Attar Collection. Okay, right. Ain't nobody talking about it yet. Right now, Hayati is like a by Attar Collection is like a fruity ice cream sundae, right? This is just the fruit salad because it has some it has a little bit of citrusy top notes to it, but it also has a lot of fruit in it. And I love these ones that just be like, yeah, we got some fruit in here, but they really don't tell you all the fruit. So this has exotic fruits in it. It has I think it has pineapple in it, but it has some fruit listed, but then it's got exotic fruit. So really what it is a really good fruit salad with a little bit of citrus on top. So it's like if you had a fruit salad and you put a little orange juice and a little lemon juice on it, that's what it is. It's a fruit salad with a little juiciness on it. And as it dries down, it does have a little muskiness, a little sweetness from it, and it stays sweet, but it got a little musk and a little woodiness. So there we go. That is Al Rayhan by Attar Collection. So that is your fruit salad. If you just want to be a fruit salad, that's where you want to be. Speaking of another one that, where is she at? Oh, speaking of another one that don't tell you what the fruit are, but it's a fruity little thing, and that is Nuit de Cellophane by Serge Lutens. Now, Serge, they just like, yeah. You got some fruit in here. You got some florals. That's what you got. So, but it is a very, but that's exactly what it is. And it's just a very good fruity floral. So if you just want a nice fruity floral, if you want one that you ain't got to think too hard about, you're going to smell good with, don't expect it to smell like any specific fruit. It's just got some fruit up in there. It's got some kind of fruit accord. Boom, they put it in. Dang, there you go. So if you just want to have a fruity floral, that's quite very laid back. I always say this is me. This reminds me of being if I was like in a 1950s movie in a convertible going to the Riviera. You know how they always have it where they show them going to the Riviera and they're on the mountain and all you see them and they're sitting there and their hair is flowing back and everything. That is what Nuit de Cellophane is to me. It's very like, just living my best life, going to the Riviera in the 50s with the top down, with my hair flowing and the theme music going with at the same time. So that's Nuit de Cellophane. I hope y'all got that all. I hope you got that all. I don't know bro since, but you knew, so welcome. All right, so now let me go to the next one that I have for you all as we're going through this. Oh, I'm doing really good on time too. This is good because I'm going through time. Right? I'm doing really good on time. So this podcasting vibe is really doing me some good. I'm proud of myself. I am proud. Let's just keep going up. All right. So if you want a straight, if you would like to have a nice juicy orange, you want to smell like orange juice, I got one for you. Okay, so here we go. What we're going to go with right here is Arancia de Sicilia. This is an orange juice right now. It smells like orange juice. So if you want to have if you're looking for citrusy, want to smell like the straight orange juice, this is it right here, right? And then and as it dries down, it does have a little muskiness to it, but you really keep that fruit juicy scent. Now, one more time, I'm just going to tell y'all this. It is not going to last forever, okay, because it is citrus based, but you do still get the hints of the citrus as it dries down. So you'll still get a little, you know, little tiny bit of the citrus. So please don't be like, oh my God, it didn't last for 15,000 hours. It is not. So this is Paris Monte Carlo's Arancia de Sicilia. Before we'll take a quick break to say hello to some people. So let's say hello to some people. Ooh, my nose. Okay, before we keep going, we've got Bro Sense. Hello, you're brand new, never seen you before. Who else came in? Lori. Hello, how are you? And there we go. All right, so I caught up on all the new people. Now, next up, now this was kind of popular last year, but she's not as popular as she used to be, right? This is Ellis Brooklyn's Sunfruit. She was she was kind of popular because, you know, Ellis Brooklyn, let's just put it out there. Ellis Brooklyn sends out the PR and is clearly, you know, whatever. I won't say the rest, but, you know, TikTok was loving it. So, you know, Ellis Brooklyn is one of those clean fragrance companies. You notice I said that in air quotes because, come on, ain't nobody clean. But anyway, this is called Sunfruit, and that's exactly what it is. It has this sunniness about it. It's got pear in it. It's got fig. It's got some orange blossom, iris, bergamot. So, ooh, it's just, the pear is really good in here. I forgot how good this pear is, y'all. And then as it dries down, you get a little musky amberiness. Ooh, she's good. She's a really sunny, just happy fragrance, right? Right. So this is like a really sunny, happy pear blossom. Mm, Smells so good. Smells so good. All right. So if you're looking for something that's kind of pear, kind of, you know, it's got that, you want a good pear with some jasmine in it. And the jasmine is a nice, fresh green jasmine and some orange blossom. And it has a little iris, so it gets a little powdery, which we love. We like a little powderiness, a little muskiness. But yes, Sunfruit is really beautiful. So that's Sunfruit. Speaking of sun, let's talk about Sunscape by Pearlescent Parfums. Now, we've been trying to tell folks, y'all be sleeping on Pearlescent Parfums. So many people are sleeping on them. So here we go. We have Pearlescent Parfums. Now, this one ain't no, I don't know why nobody talking about this thing, because listen, if you want to, it said one of the things they say has in it is Texas sunshine, and it is very sunshiny, but it has a really nice melon note, and I don't even like melon, right? I don't even like melon, but it has melon, it has brown sugar, it has vanilla. As it dries down, it does have a little oleibinum, so it gets a little, you know, it has a quite bit of edginess to it. Now, here's the interesting thing about it, is that if you have, what is that by Summer Melody, if you got this last year from Bath and Body Works, if you have it, get Sunscape and pair them together, y'all, because they both have this melon and vanilla. So it has this melon, this juicy melon, and it's more like cantaloupe, right? And it's more like a cantaloupe melon, not watermelon. So it has that kind of cantaloupe kind of vibe to it. And then it's got a little spiciness and a little incense in it. It's got incense and olibanum. I don't know why they say that. And then ginger. So it's kind of spicy. It is a very complex yet gorgeous fragrance for the summertime. So this is Sunscape by Pearlescent Parfums. All right, then next up, I know. Oh, maybe it's honeydew. Right. There we go. Honeydew. I know it's cantaloupe or honeydew. So now, coconuts. Now, there's so many coconuts out here we could talk about. We could talk about Ylang and Gold. We could talk about a lot of different coconuts, right? But let's talk about this coconut. Let's give this one some shine. And I'm saying this not from the, hold on for a second. Oh, I got stuff just moving around on my, hello, what did I just do? Okay. So this one is popular kind of with the men, but the women ain't living for it. I don't know why, but here we go, right? And this one is Coconut Nanas by Rirana. Coconut Nanas by Rirana. Can we talk about this one here, loves? Can we talk about this right here? Coconut nanas is got this peachiness. It's another one that has peach. So when it starts out, I get the peach a lot, but then as it dries down, you start getting it's got peaches and pineapples, but as it dries down, you do get the coconut. And it's got some tiare flower and some musk. It's a really pretty fragrance. I don't hear a lot of women talking about it, but of course, here's why, because it's not popular. And it's not part of the popular crowd. And people aren't talking about Rirana because it hasn't been okayed by the bigger people. So they're not talking about it. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Ah, ah. But if you want something, a little coconut vibe, if you want to have like a peachy pineapple coconut vibe, Rirana's yes, and it lasts and all that other good shit. Cause I you know what, the only time I really talk about longevity is if the shit just goes away, right? If it just goes away on the skin, fine, then I'll tell you that. But right, ooh, I want apple nanas. I want apple nanas. I have cherry. Okay, so there's that. All right, so now speaking of complex, this is so sexy. This is Sex and the Sea by Francesca Bianchi. Ooh, this, I've already said, I did a whole TikTok on it. This is like a sex goddess. This is a summertime sexual goddess. It has pineapple, it has coconut in it, has mimosa, but because it's Francesca Bianchi, she has quite a bit of animalic vibe to it with the civet, and then it has the what else did she put in? A little ambery. It's very animalic, but then it's got, and I will say this is one of her lighter ones, whereas Francesca Bianchi can be very deep. You know, she has us, and it does vibe like her fragrances, but this I think is a little more fun. This is a little fun. It's a little, and it's very sensual, very sensual. Yes. So this is, yes, hunty. I love it. I love it. And then let's talk pineapples. Now I know a couple of people in here don't like this pineapple, but I like this pineapple. And this is 1804 by Histoires de Parfum. This is 1804 by Histoires de Parfum. Now, no, some people don't like it, but I love this one. This is one of the juiciest pineapples I own. Just juicy. It's just juicy, right? It's this juicy pineapple. And then as I wear it, then as it dries down, it gets this kind of almost grilled pineapple vibe because it gets sweeter, but it's like almost caramelized pineapple. Like if you've ever grilled pineapple, that's what it smells like to me when I'm wearing it. So as I first start wearing it, it's like this juicy burst of pineapple, but then it dries down and becomes more of a grilled pineapple because it gets a little, because from the vanilla. Now, what it does have also in it is tiare flower. It has a little sorry, jasmine and things. that hasn't gone bad. And so it smells just good as hell on me. I love this fragrance. So here we go there. And finally, for my unique fruity ones, we're going to end with another pineapple. This is Suave Petals by Merchant of Venice. First off, of course, you got this gorgeous Merchant of Venice bottle, but this is one of the most bougie pineapples you're ever going to have. It's just, it's very light for you, right? The reason why the pineapple is a little more subtle in here, but it's like, ooh, as you're wearing it, it's like, oh, I got a little pineapple. It's not like you're gonna, ouch. It's not like you're not gonna smell it a lot, but you're gonna get a little bit. Now, if you want to amp up the pineapple, here's what you're gonna do. You are going to add on a pineapple body cream. I put this on last summer with some random pineapple I have. Baby, that pineapple was singing on my skin. But I have to say that honestly, it is a very subtle pineapple. So it's not going to be like in your face. It's just a very it's like a hint of pineapple. So if you don't want to be too fruity and you want a little bit, then you want to try this, because the pineapple has nectarine blossom, it has apple and bergamot, and then it has rose, orange blossom, and tuberose in it. But like I said, it's the fruits are very subtle. So yeah, to bring them out, get a pineapple body cream, I promise you. Then you're gonna go, oh my God. And then it's gonna sing on your skin. But you're still gonna get the beauty of the florals that dry down with the patchouli and the sandalwood and have a woodiness. So that is Suave Petals. All right. So we are podcasting tonight. And so there is all of my that is all of the content portion of this podcast. So now let's chat, honeys. So let me tell y'all how many we did tonight. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. Oh my goodness. We're doing 16. I almost forgot one. I forgot one, y'all. How could I forget this baby? This is one of my favorites, and it's Serge Lutens. This is Datura Noir, and this is coconut and tuberose. So if you want to smell just like this, is such a tropical, sexy vibe. This is gonna be my sexy ones too, right? This is so good. Now, if you're looking for something, a little tropical vibe, but you want to do a tuberose, you love white florals, go and get this Datura Noir. I'm just telling you. The coconut is there. The coconut is really good. And then you get the beautiful white florals. Boom, Datura Noir. And yes, so I know this was kind of different, and I wanted to try a different way to do it, because if I'm doing content live, I need to get the content out before I start chatting, because I used to do content on my other live stream channel, on my normal my regular channel, my main channel. And what would happen is the content would get lost in the chatter. So I'm looking to treat this like a podcast. If I'm going to get on here and talk about fragrances sometimes, it's got to be the fragrances come first, right? Right? So it has to be that the fragrances come first. That way people can actually hear without seeing me chattering like I'm known to do. So therefore, that is why this is done differently. So now I'm open to chat. Hey y'all, what y'all talking about? So, and then that way I can timestamp it and say, them fragrances are from here to here, and now we're having chat. Okay, so that is why I'm doing it like this. And I'll just be honest with y'all, the reason why this happened today is because I was going to film this, but I just didn't have time. I didn't have time to film. It was Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to any D'Angelo and to any other men who are in here. happy Father's Day, okay? And so that way we could just talk now. And so I just didn't have time. We had to go. I was cooking. I was trying to cook. I wanted to take a nap, things like that. So I said, you know what? Let's just go live. Let's just do this as a podcast. Since I'm already doing a podcast on here with Shy Sense with Jerry, then I said I could just do some, things by myself. So this was the way to do it. And I do want to incorporate a little more live streaming here. I'm just not going to, this side will always be more video content because I do know that way but it stays true to the content that we're doing over here. So that's why I did it like this, because I said, okay, I ain't got time to be trying to videotape shit, trying to put my shit together, and it wasn't happening. So in order to make sure I put out some content, I said, we'll just do a live stream and we'll just do it podcast style. So I had already pulled out all the, fragrances. I just didn't have time to do this. So that's how it happened. So bear with me as we sit here and we chat. So anyway, how was everybody's Sunday? Let me tell y'all, we had a feast over here, honey. We feasted. I cooked. Let me see what I cooked. I made steak. We bought some shrimp because B told me you can't make everything because I always make the. Hi, Michael. How are you? Yeah, so that way I can time stamp. Well, thank you, D'Angelo. So yeah, that's why we're doing it over here. And I might get off of here because I'm kind of awake because I took a nice nap, and I might go on and do a TikTok thing, which I'm gonna have to fix myself because right now this is low and you can't see none. I got to make sure when I'm on the TikTok that I cover up a little more so I ain't showing the goods to the world. Anyway, so wanted to do it like this. Wanted to see how it went. A lemon pie. Okay, so we had that Brandon crab cakes. We had crab cakes. I made I made a fake elote because I don't really like elote. Does everybody like elote? I don't like the whole mayonnaise thing. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we had like fake elote. So I grilled some corn, shucked it, and then I put it on. I put some butter, some chili powder, a little garlic, and some feta cheese. That was my fake elote. Yeah, because usually when you get elote, it's just too much mayonnaise in it. It's just too much mayonnaise. Most of the time, it's too much mayonnaise in it. So I don't like it. I can't be doing all that mayonnaise. So that was that. And so then what else? Oh, I made a salad. And then I did some, what else do we do? Baked potatoes, because Brandon wanted baked potatoes. Oh, yeah. So it was really fun. Elote, elote is a Mexican corn. When they put it's the corn with the mayonnaise and chili powder and some cheese. Oh, and then we got this really great roasted garlic bread. So we made some garlic bread on the grill, grilled up some grilled garlic bread is the shit. Grilled Ooh, child, yes. Grilled garlic bread. So, right. And I didn't have no cojito, so that's why I went with the feta. So, and I wasn't trying to rush out because it was like a last minute decision since I was doing that. Oh, y'all never had a latte? Y'all can tell y'all don't have y'all ain't got a large Mexican community around y'all. Because if you live anywhere where there's a large Mexican community, you'd have had some elote. Chicago got a lot of Mexicans here too. Yeah, you have to have a large Mexican community to know what elote is. Because they usually sell it in the carts, because they had the taco carts. You get you some, and you get you some. No, you gotta have right. See, they're hidden. See, like you got to have a large public Mexican community. You know, we got tortilla companies here. You know, they make the tortillas here. Oh my God, my nose is bothering me. Oh, so anyway, so that's that. So Sunday was good. Exactly. You know, like they sell it because there's like, you know, if there's any, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, yeah, usually get in a cup. Listen, if you live by any, if there's any Catholic churches that have a very, like a very large Mexican um population, they go sell it on Sunday. oh, oh my goodness. I knew it was coming. My nose is bothering me, y'all. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, because like usually you see it like there. Now let me just tell y'all, can we talk about yesterday? Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, I did look good yesterday. Did y'all see? The problem was, can I tell y'all about my Saturday? Let me tell y'all about my Saturday. Now, this is the first time I have been out in quite some time. You know, just I said, I'm going out. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to look cute. I'm going to go out. Now, here is the thing. I never got a full picture of myself. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling like, hey, did you take a picture of me? You know, I just wasn't there. Bye. Bye, and I just wasn't up to being like, um, right. Yeah, and so I just wasn't like, hey, could you take me, could you all just take a picture of me? So I didn't really get any good pictures of me. But I was like pleasantly, I felt good. You know, like I have not been really feeling like getting dressed and been like, oh, I'm gonna look a mess. And I don't know why I haven't been like this in my head for quite some times. I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all my people, y'all my hoes. So it's just like I haven't felt like, oh, let me, let me, I'm gonna be looking cute. And so I honestly, like last minute, the dress that I chose, I really was like, oh my God, this is so cute. I didn't even know I had it. That's the first thing. I bought so much shit recently in the last year. I forgot stuff I had in my closet because I was like trying to buy things like I was going to do something. But now I know I'm really prepared. If I have to go someplace, I have some cute shit to wear. Let me just say this. I have some cute shit to wear. So I went to the 60th party. It was nice. I got there late as hell, which was fine. Had a nice time. It was a standard retirement type of party. No pension daddies there, unfortunately. No pension daddies. Oh, but let me show y'all the pictures I did take in the car. I did take a picture in the car. You know what? I didn't get a full in with my shoes on looking cute. But now I know if I need to do something like that, I got a cute little outfit that I can rock real hard. Okay, and then I won't even think about it. I won't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let's see. Right, exactly. I had so much going on. I just was like, cool. But okay, so it came out good. And the dress I decided on was last minute because I happened to pull it out. I had totally forgot I bought this. But it's like a cute little overlay with a little slip underneath it. So it was like, and it's really cute. And because those shoes were burgundy, this went really well together. So, hey, Sabrina. So I was like, okay. And the bartender gave me a compliment at the first place. She was like, oh, that dress is so cute. So I was like, okay. Now, remember I said it was a sneaker ball? Why were people in there in jeans and t-shirts? I was like, I done stressed my damn self out because I had 3 different outfits out. I'm stressing and everything, and y'all coming up in here in jeans and t-shirts because you got gym shoes, you got sneakers on. What? What? Okay, so anyway, but better to be overdressed than underdressed. That's the way I live. I'd rather be overdressed than to be underdressed. So that. Then I went to a co-worker's baby shower. Y'all, I found out that I never will go to anything that no, no. I can never go over her house again. And I like her, but I can't stand her husband. I'm saying that with all this, I'm saying it with all sincerity. I can't stand her husband. He is a jackass. So let me tell you how he greeted me. Let me tell you how he greeted me. Let me just tell you how this began. I was like, so, I come to the house. Night, Chantel. Have a great night. I come over. This is my co-worker's husband. So I come in, and then they show me how to get, because, I came through the front doors, and it was in the yard. Okay, so I come through the house. I go through the side door to go to the backyard. And as I'm going to the backyard, right here to the side is her husband cooking, right? So he's on the grill, whatever. So I'm walking, and I say hello. I'm like, hello, as I'm walking in. And he does like this to me. And about this, and I'm have to tone it down because I'm in the house. But imagine saying it this loud. Who are you coming into my yard? In that tone. Like he's announcing it to everybody so he can like pretty much confront, you know what I'm saying? And then I say, I said who I was and who I am to her. He's like, oh, okay, because I just want to know who this is. I don't even know walking into my yard. Yeah, yeah. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, okay. Then he goes on and tells me to go sit by this lady I work with because she needs somebody to talk to. And now I'd already heard something. Um, I'd already heard something about him, but I just didn't expect it to be this fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then, um, yeah, oh, most definitely. Yes, you could definitely see that he's um a diva. And I must say that 56-year-old, 50 something LuuLuu is so much more tolerant and has such a better mouth than she had back in the day. Because back in the day, I would have cussed that motherfucker out. Hey, Sonny, how are you? Well, you missed the content, so you're going to have to come back and watch the content because now we're just chatting. So now we're into the chat portion of the podcast. Yeah. And at one point he says to me, this is so that he came over. I didn't know this was his sister until afterwards, but his sister and sister-in-law. He's like, don't be talking about work. Okay, whatever. Then he goes, then he comes back and he's like, y'all talking about work? something. I mean, everything he said was at like this decibel that was unnecessary. And then, hold on, y'all. I need to do something right quick. Oh, it's not letting me do it right. And then I said, well, I'm not talking about, you barely here. You ain't been talking. You ain't had enough time to talk. I said, well, I don't talk about work. I'm not talking about work. You barely here. You ain't had time to talk to nobody. So that's when I was like, let me get the fuck up out of here. And then that's the way, and that was the way he was addressing everybody. He was walking around. I was like, you know who he reminded me of? Okay, let's give you all a visual. Let me give y'all who he was. He was George Jefferson from the Jeffersons. I sat there for a few minutes because I didn't want to, because I be feeling for people. So I didn't want to embarrass his wife. But I was gone soon after that. I was like, nah. So yeah, she ain't now got to worry about me coming over there. Cause that motherfucker, no, ma'am. No. But can I say something? Let me say something. And I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna get me in trouble, but this is gonna be the truth. And the truth that God loves. So we hitting the chat part where I say some stuff that's either gonna offend some motherfuckers or they gonna unsubscribe or report my black ass. But here's what I'm gonna say. He was classic black man married to a white woman. Now, people who are, he is classic, that kind of guy. And my black folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. Not the kind who's just married to the woman he loves. You know what I'm saying? And let me make this clear what I mean. What I mean is he is, like my brother, my sister-in-law is white. Not that. Where you meet somebody, you fall in love, you that person. He is that guy. You can tell he's see, my black folks understand what I'm saying, right? It's classic, that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because the other things I've heard about him are very much so that vibe. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between a person who just is with somebody and they're just with somebody. Whatever race they are, they're just with that person because they happen to have connected with that person. There's a difference between that and a black man that specifically dates white women for the purposes of feeling or finding a woman that he feels is not, who ain't gonna get him the clap back, who's gonna be a tad more submissive, they feel like. That's the kind of man. And black people know who I'm talking about. This is not, so if y'all don't understand it, right? That's the vibe I got from him. Because of, and then something else, something else he did, he said, like, he called himself trying to help out another coworker of mine explain some things on the phone. And on the phone, that's what he was telling her. You don't understand. You ain't black. Because he knows about black people. I understand black people. Yada, yada, yada. One of them people. See, to feel more like he's in control of the blackness factor in the household, he got to be the only black person up in it. because ain't nobody, that's the type that he is. So no, because I cuss his ass clean out. Because see, he had that one time to talk crazy to me, and then yeah, yeah. Let me tell you what he said to my to. Let me tell you what he said to my friend. If this isn't the most ignorant, racist shit coming out of another black person's mouth, because it's about health. Because you're gonna have to give up that fried chicken. Because black folks, we love fried chicken. We can't do without our fried chicken. I fucking kid you not. This Negro said this to another black person. And then got to telling this. See, you don't understand because blah blah blah. I'm gonna let y'all sit on that. Right? Hey Melissa. Did this Negro equate eating fried chicken with black folks? See what I'm saying? So no, we can't be around. So no, I can never. And her son's like a year. She got a son that's a little bit older than Bakari. Mm-mm. There will be no play dates. There will be no invites over to my house because he might want to come. So no, 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 no. Mm-mm. So yeah, we're not. I lasted maybe 20 minutes. I don't know. I wasn't there no more than 30 minutes. And then I was like, oh, God, I'm so tired. I got to go. I was like, okay, this Negro right here. No, 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 no. Right, right. Clear. There we go. Clear Thomas Bass. Yes, yes, yes. I was like, no. So yeah, I would never. Hi, Sparkling Designs by Diva. How are you? Yeah, I was like, no, no, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. We can't do you. We can't do you at all. At all. So that was that. Yeah. So I was over the yeah. Mm-mm. So that was that. So yeah, I learned that I would never be around him again. I was like, this is a coworker's husband. Coworker's husband. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, gotta go. Who was like, oh, got to go now. Got to go. Got to go. I'm like, oh boy, she can have. I was like, well, somebody gotta love him. It ain't gonna be me. What do I do about the things? So, I mean, but these are the moments when people are right about. Like, I mean, that's the truth. She got love because so fucking wouldn't be me because I cuss that Negro clean out. But like I said, yeah, Right, right. Yeah. I was like, okay, you gonna live your best life over here. Come out. It's like, what did I just do with that? Yeah, I'm missing something because I'm trying to put stuff away while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. So anyway, that was that. Oh, here it is. So thank you all for hanging out in my podcast vibe. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get off of here right now. I'm gonna twist up this hair again because I'm trying to keep it kind of cute, so I keep it cute and classy, so I can do some videos in the next couple of days. I think I'm catching a cold again. Oh, I just keep having colds, y'all. This is not fun. But anyway, you all have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, I appreciate you all. Good night.